Game number 5 between Aware and Denial. Mr. X is taking Denial. I am going to take Aware as I picked them at the beginning of the series.
Yeah.
It's going to be Riot S&D. You said throughout Season 1, Denial has been very, very strong on Riot. This is one where you'll see, I mean, it's going to be that right side bomb is going to be pretty much abused the entire time.
Yeah.
This is one in which you can pretty much go for early plants on that right side every time. As long you only have to really worry about that guy in the second story, or if teams are going to flood right through the middle.
And you see our fun stat there on the left. The team that wins the Game 5 S&D in a best of 5 wins the match 100% of the time. That is an amazing conversion rate for them to win these matches.
That stat had to have been created by Benson.
Yeah.
100% was created by Benson.
Ben was looking up stats that he could produce before the event. He said, "This is the rock hard solid one I got."
That's absolutely hilarious.
This result happens all the time.
And the team that usually wins will win.
Yes.
All right, but as we get going here, who are you looking for? Who's going to be your standout? I know for me on Denial, it's 100% going to be Clayster. On the other side of things, who?
We know Clay is crushing. I mean, I don't think we need to point that out. I think you're going to have
I felt the need to point it out, Matt.
I mean, Replay's going to have a pretty good game. Looks like the players, they can't decide which team they want. You're going to come on here with Clayster on your screen. He's going to be shooting teammates. He's going to drop TJ Haley. See what happens here. TJ Haley, he's trying to find this one gunfight, spinning around.
The first time I've ever heard Mr. X do play-by-play, and it's in a 7v1.
Yeah, I just work on my skills.
Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. I really like to see you diversify yourself as a caster.
Thank you.
Incredible. Incredible. But yeah, sorry, bit of a hiccup. I think it was just some confusion between the players on what team to actually join. We had, I know, one game yesterday. I think we had 8 people somehow join one team, which I've never even seen before. I did not know that was possible.
Ground war.
But we should be ready to kick it off here in just a second as we get this one loaded back up.
I think Clay, we can kind of throw that one out. He's probably going to have a pretty good game. Clay usually shows up in Game 5, so I think you're going to have to look at, I think Attach and Cap. I think Replays have a pretty good game. You can use the sniper a little bit on this map, very good sniper. And then on the flip side, for Aware, definitely going to be looking for TJ Haley, kind of the strategy leader for S&D, come up with some interesting pushes. Definitely going to need Happy to play a little bit better, though. Happy the last 2 or 3 maps, kind of off a little bit.
Yeah, he hasn't really had a solid game in the series, has he?
No, I mean, the hard point, he was good, but they were so good as a team. It was kind of expected. You're rolling somebody that bad, everybody's going to have a good game.
The good thing is, as long as they can make it out of this series, it's Saturday. You know, we talk so much about the difference. Exactly, the difference between Saturday and Sunday. I've seen players, whether we're talking, back in the day when I used to go to Halo events, or we're talking now with Call of Duty.
200 years ago.
Yeah, you'll see these teams have these horrendous Saturdays, or a player, but just barely scrape by, and then Sunday just come out phenomenally.
It's all about Sunday, man.
For Happy, you're struggling right now. Win this Game 5, big Sunday for you.
It's all about making it to Sunday.
Sense it. Yeah.
There you can see the guys in the crowd.
Oh, we got Kobe Bryant out there.
Snap. I can't tell what number he's wearing.
I'm assuming it's Kobe Bryant. They don't have any other players that are worth mentioning.
Very good point.
All right, but they should be getting loaded up here in just a second. Now, I wish I had, of course, I left my laptop down below. I wanted to look at the actual win percentage for Riot for these two teams, because I know I've been liking. It's been nice to look at that throughout. We had these teams that have won 87% of the time a particular map, and another team's won 22% of the time. I'm not that good at math, but I own calculators.
Yeah, you take the team with the 80% win percent.
Typically, yes, you would.
Yeah, so the game's being loaded up right now. We can go back to that nice little map fly through here you see on screen. Everyone's pretty much going to primarily push that right-hand side of the map, that A bomb site. That's what we're going to see. If you can win those offensive rounds, win 1 or 2, you're in a great position to win this map.
I want to see that stat again. The team that wins Game 5, 100% of the time wins best of 5s. Thank you, Benson. But all right, we are about to get loaded up. Hopefully, we will have the correct team compositions this time through. We'll take a look here, see who's going to be on the offense. As players start to load in, I do think we're going to have it done correctly.
Yeah, so we're going to have Aware on the offensive side first. We're going to go on board with them, see what kind of strategy they use to try and get this bomb down.
And what do you think, the player that they have to be most concerned with is typically going to be that player second story that is overlooking the bomb?
I think I can take a little bit look down over here. It looks like Accuracy's game didn't make it in. So yeah, he's going to have to restart this one again.
All right, well, sorry, apologize for the delays. Having a bit of a technical issue with one of the Xbox.
It would happen the last game of the night.
Right? Yeah, unfortunately. This is literally the last game of the evening. Game 5, which we haven't really had many Game 5s at all. I'm sure you're just tired of the rambling that you're hearing from Mr. X and I. So we do have, I believe it is going to be Benson and Cinder down at the analysis desk. Let's hear what they have to say for this Game 5.
Thanks, mate. I was going to originally break down all the games because we have a lot to say. Trust me, Sender's been writing a lot of notes down, but we'll just do the game 5. I think that's what a lot of people are going to be most interested in, really. So let's just try Riot. What happens? You said game 5. You called it. As soon as you sat down, you're like, this is 100% game 5. We got the first 2 maps mixed up a little bit.
Yeah.
But tell me what's going to happen. Give me your wisdom.
Riot's really like, I don't know, it's... Nobody really expects what happens on Riot, honestly.
Okay.
Like, it's really, in my opinion, offensive-sided, as long as you play correctly. I feel like Aware kind of has the momentum right now in S&D. Even though they lost the last one, I feel like just by the way they play, they'll counter a lot what Denial's doing.
Okay.
So, honestly, I have Aware winning this game 5.
You have Aware winning game 5?
Yeah. As long as they
what
play
kind of a
correctly.
scoreline are you looking at?
I'm looking at probably like a 6-4. Like, it's going to be a close game. Like, I think teams are going to trade their offenses, but it's mainly going to come down to which team like goes clutch on their defenses.
So if I ask you who's going to be the play to really keep your eye out for both these two teams, who would you say?
I would say Clay on Denial. He's been playing like extraordinary. Definitely like the MVP right now of this series. And I would say a player that, in my opinion, needs to like do well for them to win this map. I feel like Happy's been struggling this series. I expect him to turn up right now.
Okay, so Happy and Clay. Clay had a phenomenal first Search and Destroy. How many kills were you?
16 and 4.
And he got 4 kills as well in the last 2 rounds.
Yep.
Ultimately gave Denial that win. But Riot, I kind of want Denial to win just because then it kind of makes my bracket a little bit better. I know Mr. X said the same thing. But Aware, so talented it seems. They're honestly a fantastic player. You see there some of the players just trying to warm up whilst we get this next game set up. But from your personal playing experience, who is the better Search and Destroy team as a whole?
Definitely, I would say, as a team and individually, I would pick Aware.
Okay.
Just because you have that talent from like TJ. Huke's a really good Search and Destroy player. Happy's a really good Search and Destroy player. Actually's a really good like bomb-oriented player, really good at staying alive. I feel like that team is going to pull through.
Well, the game getting underway, so we're going to send it back up to the booth with Mr. X and me. That was so fun.
All right, here we go, guys, as we are going to get ready to go into this game number 5. Thank you, Benson. Thank you, Cinder. Third time. Let's hope this is going to be the lucky one.
We're in. Everybody's in, both sides. We're going to have Aware starting on that offensive side. You know, they said that they thought the offensive side was a little bit advantageous. I kind of think the opposite. I think that you're going to want to win those defensive rounds. They're pretty easy. And right off the break, seeing something unconventional out
You don't
of
think
Aware.
of all the maps in this game, this is one that at least favors the offense a little bit more than most?
No, not really. I think it's pretty easy to play defense in this one, to be completely honest with you.
Even on that A site?
Yes.
All right, Matt. I disagree.
Okay.
And
Tell me why.
I'm assuming you're probably right, because every time I go A, I succeed. But here they're going to be around the B side right now. Plant is going down for Huke. Weird, offensively. They got a pretty easy plant there. And we will see it is going to be 4v4. We'll see who can get these entry kills here as the bomb is down.
You have one player around the flank. For Denial, we're going to go on board with that player. It's going to be replaced. He's in position to make a phenomenal play right here. He's going to take out one. Clay's going to take out another. It's going to be just down to TJ Halley and Huke left in this 2v2 situation, sorry.
And they really set the play this smart. Again, they do have the bomb down. No need to make any hero plays, just play wide. That's perfect. I love where he was sitting. They pick him up at the exact same time, and the first round there will go to the offense, and that's going to be Aware.
Yeah, huge round to win right there, right off the break for Aware. You know, get that offensive round on the board. If they can go on the defensive, able to win this one, they're in a very good position.
Matt, I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Denial's going to win an offensive round. Why?
Why?
Because offensive favored.
How are they going to win this offensive round?
All
Tell us great profit, maybe.
I think we're going to have slow defense here out of Aware. We're going to see a really hard A rush out of Denial. They're going to get a quick plant down. They're going to lock it down.
You know, you're going to push A. You're going to have to really attack that player up on 3-story. He's the one who can really make a difference. If he's able to, you know, just jump up and down, just be annoying and get that bomb carrier down, can cause some damage. You see right there, 2 huge kills coming out of Huke right there, making another. He's going to put them in a very good position to win this one, as it's a 2v1. JCat last one alive for Denial.
Well, I called out the A push. It did not play at all like I thought it would, Matt. But great defense there out of Aware. It's going to be a 2v1. We'll see if JCap is able to clutch up here. He has rotated around, but as you can see there via the minimap at the top left, the bomb is still down by that A site, and he's got a lot of work to do. On the plus side, he's got 50 seconds to work with here. Matt, what's his best option?
I think his best options go all the way back into that Aware spawn, the defensive spawn. I think if he can go from that way, I think that's the best option for him to pick up both these kills.
And he actually has a pretty good opportunity here. If he can get one, he saw one player, there's one low, he can get that kill. He doesn't know he's right now. He did actually get eyes on him. I think he might be aware that he's down there, so let's see how he plays it. And he's set up in a pretty good corner here, though, to watch this bomb. This is going to be a big 1v1 fight. The timing's going to work out perfectly for JCap, and that's back-to-back offensive round wins.
And JCap goes absolutely massive. Not the easiest of round wins on the offensive side for Denial, but JCap going absolutely massive. Gonna have to wonder, as this game 5 progressive, that's one Aware would like to have back.
Well, did he actually see Haley in that corner?
No,
okay, because it looked, the way he was playing, it was like he saw him for a second.
No.
If Haley just would have stayed there, I think he would have probably been all right.
Absolutely.
But the timing there just worked out incredibly in Jordan Kaplan's favor.
No, he did not see him in that corner. That corner blocks you. Even through that fence, you're not able to see.
Well, he just jumped up and was like ready to pre-fire. So yeah,
it was just a timing play. So very nice win right there out of JCap. Absolutely huge, keeping Denial some momentum in this series. Replay is going to get that first blood on a hook. So we are on with TJ as he's trying to make a play in that Denial spawn. He's going to have one in front of him. He's going to take out Attach. He's going to drop quickly. You see accuracy push through. He's going to try and trade that kill. He's got one behind him. We are going to have a one-on-one. JCap again. We're going to go on board with him starting off hot. 4-1 for Denial.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Happy in this one as he is on the offensive side of things. 50 seconds left to go here. An incredible 1v1 right now. You just saw JCap clutch it against 2 players. Let's see if he can be the hero that Denial needs again. It's funny, I talked about the fact that at Columbus, he was so clutch in S&Ds. He's having an opportunity here to get it done.
I mean, he's just changed as a player, obviously, since Black Ops 2. Regarded as one of the best Slayers, ARs in Call of Duty. He actually sees Happy right there on bomb. Cap able to win another 1v1 battle. I mean, JCap just going absolutely massive for Denial, really keeping them in this series. I mean, he loses that last round and then not able to clutch this 1v1. It's 3-0 in favor of Aware. This one's pretty much over.
I can't remember. I think it was against TK or something like that, but I remember Twitter was blowing up. Everyone was going crazy because he had like a 1v2 and 2 1v3s in a single series back at that launch event. And now we're watching him. That is back-to-back clutches there. 1v2, a 1v1. JCap playing out of his mind.
We're just going to stay on with JCap.
Hey,
I mean, starting off 5-1. Yeah. Really the difference maker so far for Denial. You needed one of those other players outside of Clay to really step up, and JCap's really taking it upon himself.
All right, so 2-1 advantage for Denial. You mentioned that they were very strong at this throughout Season 1. Replays will get the bomb down, a pretty uncontested plant. Let's see if he can actually get away, though. They're going to be watching both sides. Clayster opposite him here. If this player pukes for just a second, he should get caught. But what a great kill there on Clay, who was just waiting patiently around the corner.
Right, yeah, he's going to be replays. He's going to be able to pick up one. Just going to have another 2v2 situation. TJ Halley going to be taken out by Attach. Going to be all up to Hook, starting off extremely hot as well. 5-2 for him. But they are going to play this one at such a distance. You see the shots he's going to put there on Attach, connecting on all of them, just not enough to finish him. The players on Denial playing this perfectly, and they're going to get him. Yeah, no, they're going to take him out. Regardless, the bomb would have blown up anyway.
Yeah.
But they're able to go up 3-1. Denial winning 2 offensive rounds.
All right, and this has been, so that's what, 3 out of 4 so far have been offensive victories here, and pretty much all, except for that first play. We talked about the fact that it should be pretty A-sided outside of that first push.
It's going to be A-sided for most.
The last 3 pushes we have seen come towards A. Now let's see if they can bounce back. It's a 3-1 lead for the Wolfpack. They're looking to close out this best of 5, the last series of the night, and cement themselves into the top 4 and continue playing on Sunday.
Oh, and I love this call out of Aware, but look at how Denial is going to play this. They are going so aggressive on the attack, and I love that call defensively.
Here it comes, and they're going to be the flank. The flank is real. If they're not ready for this, and look at the one player at the top, at the top of the screen. Who is that that's just way up? Is that Clayster?
Clay the statue.
Yeah, no, he hasn't moved this entire round.
No, yeah, he's going to sit all the way in the back. He's actually just going to wait for his teammates to get in position to make a play. You see accuracy. He's going to just be searching for kills, and they did not expect Clay to be all the way back there. Who's going to be able to take out Clayster, though it's going to be a 3v2 now in favor of Aware. Now it's going to be down to a 3v1. Replay is the only player alive, and he's going to take out one, not able to take out another, so Aware gets on the board with another round.
All right, good stuff there by Aware. They're able to win, and that was done pretty much at the A side. You'll see it's going to be Hook with the final kill here on replays. He has, well, complete high ground advantage. That's not a gunfight that you're ever really going to see him lose.
No, that was a great call out of Denial to send everybody straight through B. If Aware would have pushed A, just in a generic push, kind of something you would expect, that would have worked to perfection. They would have came behind, probably won that round fairly easily, but because they pushed B, and because they did it through mid, I mean, imagine if they would have went straight to B, they would have met head on. Because they went through mid, definitely made it easy.
Is that 80% round wins on offense now? Is it 4 to 5? All right, let's check here with replays. He is in a gunfight already, and that is going to be Happy there that has the high ground. He's wisely going to check down. That is not a gunfight you're going to want to take. All 4 still up for either side. We got the sniper in the hands of Clayster. He saw one cross. That would have been an insane shot if he hit that on the dash.
Yeah, but now they're going to have to play this a little bit slower. You have to think they're going to try and rotate over towards A, and you see TJ, he's going to pick up the first one over there. Attach, he's going to pick up 2 kills right there. Go on board to see what's going on with Attach. He's going to pick 2 kills up in the middle, and now they're just going to push down the stage street.
Yeah, he got a snipe and then immediately got a headshot, I think with the ASM1, so just really, really strong stuff out of him to get those 2 kills, especially with JCap already down, but they do have a 3-2 advantage. It looks like the bomb is going down, I believe. Now, yes, that will go down. 2 members right now, they're going to be rotating across. We have Happy here, and where's the other player? He's going to be basically mid-map. Yeah,
they're going to have one player over by fire, then Happy trying to make a play around the back. He's going to get some shots.
He thought he was dead for sure.
Miss. He thought he was definitely dead for sure. Happy not having a great series here against Denal.
And he just tried to, I think, ninja that. Dove down for a second, but that'll be pretty frivolous. Not able to pick that up. Watching Happy, he is going to push through fire here. He's got 2 players left. He's got a little bit of time to work with.
He does not have any time to work
not really.
with. 10 seconds left. Not a lot at all. Replay is able to finish him off right there as Denal goes up 4-2. These rounds could have gone either way. I mean, had a few of those 2v1 gun battles in the beginning of that, then JCap with a 1-on-1, and then some of these rounds that get down to these 2-on-2, 2-on-1 situations. This game could have gone either way so far, but definitely in favor of Denal. They're coming up huge.
As we continue forward, that's 5 out of 6 rounds have now gone to the offensive team. And yes, Matt, I'm going to keep rubbing it in. But here we go. It's going to be round number 7. We're kicking it off, and we'll be Aware on offense this time. 4-3 advantage, though, for Denial. Game number 5, if you were just tuning in. This is for top 4. Let's see who can get the first blood here.
Looks like they're going to have this plant down. It's going to be accuracy, but there's one player trying to make a play for Denial. Go on board to see who this is. I believe it's going to be replays. He's going to be all the way around the back. You see what kind of route he is taking. He's going to be in a great position. He's going to take out one. Great play right there. I would expect a pinch coming in here from Denial shortly.
And he's got JCap there down by the bomb. It has been planted. We'll see. Haley here is going to be rotating check through fire. JCap is check basically opposite the bomb. Now they only have about 20 seconds to work with right now. The replays needs to get this kill. That player was able to get away.
Yeah, a very nice play by TJ Haley, able to get out of there. Who's going to finish off? Actually going to be TJ Haley. He's going to finish off both players, actually. Very nice play out of him. Replays missed him up top. Just not able to finish that off, and yes, I know, baby.
All right, and that will honestly the advantage there. You saw they got it down very quickly, but Clay killed the bomb planter pretty much immediately. So it was 4-3 advantage right away, and then I think it was replay on the flank, got one right away as well.
Right.
I thought that was going to be a pretty easy
won
to
that
fuse.
Round. They probably should have just pinched right away. They knew where that one player was right on bomb site. They never addressed him.
Well, they did a great job really just staying alive, getting around corners. You saw, I think it was replays tagging somebody up mid-map that survived just long enough to allow Haley to get that 2-piece at the end and wrap it up. And they're climbing back in this one, only down 1 round, but let's see what Attach and crew can do.
And it looks like they're just going to make a standard push on the bomb. Would have liked to see a challenge out of this player on Aware, and it looks like he is going to challenge that. That's going to be Hook just jumping in there, not even firing any shots. Accuracy was able to take out one. He's got another one in front of him. Replays able to just turn around. That is just not a nice play by Replays.
Did Hook think he could kill him with his movement?
I think so, and not Happy.
Oh, boy, was that Replays again? What was that? He just turned on 2 people. So, oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
It's not a very nice play.
Someone needs to buy a new controller.
You see Replays right there making a phenomenal play, making Denal 1 round away from taking this series against Aware.
That was incredible stuff. He turned on 2 different people in the span of, what, less than 10 seconds?
Yeah, just phenomenal movement right there out of Replays, and you're just able to make those players miss those shots. You see Aware, and this could potentially be the final round, making a very interesting push. I like the call right here. They could have gotten creative in some of the other rounds a little bit earlier in the series, win with those standard A pushes, but I like this play out of Aware.
All right, and obviously this is it. This is their tournament life right now. Going to be a bit of a trade there, but actually no, 2 alive. Make it accuracy, going to be the last one. He's got 2 people left,
and he's going to
be taken out right there with all the time in the world to fuse. And Denial is going to take game number 5. They look rough during stretches, but I'll tell you, what did it come down to? Their S&D gameplay is what it came down to for me.
You know, JCap finishes 6 and 5, but 3 of those kills were massive. The 2v1
he won
and
2
that
rounds.
1v1.
Yeah.
He basically won 2 rounds for Denial, and then replays, towards the later half of that game, able to come up clutch with some huge plays. And Clay crushed earlier in the series. Didn't have the best game here. Finished 6 and 7, but definitely helped them get to this point. Don't think they would have gotten to that game 5 without Clay's play.
I think Replays wants to keep playing. He went 12 and 6 with 3 plants. Was just destroyed. It was almost like he was host playing online. Like he took so many bullets there on that last one.
His movement was just on point there at the end. I mean, you saw just making players miss in that second to last round, and then the last round, he had a phenomenal spot. He was outside of that B hut, just kind of sitting behind the box, waiting for Bomb to go down. He saw it, just jumped out mid.
He turned on somebody that had high ground.
Yeah,
like, it's one thing to turn on someone when you're on a level playing field.
Well, you dash so fast in this game, and you're able to move side to side so fast. When that player, he's got that high ground, he's just looking down, trying to line those shots up. He just dashes out of the middle and nowhere you didn't expect that to happen.
No.
He was able to put on some nice accurate shots there.
All right. Well, I believe we do have missed. Oh, hey, actually, no. Yes, it is still Benson. Yeah. Benson and Cinder down on Analysis. Take it over, boys.
Thanks, mate. I'm down here with Cinder on the Analyst desk. What a series. A game 5 to end the night. Let's start from the very, very beginning, though. The hardpoint game. Talk to me. What was it that stood out for you?
Aware outslayed the crap out of Denial. Denial really didn't have a chance. They, I think Denial got like 60 seconds at the end when it was already like pretty much mathematically possible. They got thrashed. And going on to map 2, which was S&D Solar.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Denial's, I'm trying to think. Yeah,
that was when Clay went huge. I think it was like 16 and, was it 4? He finished?
Something. He was playing insane.
It was a great game.
16 and 4, and he got 4 of the kills that he had in the last 2 rounds, which ended up closing out the map. Pretty sure they started up 2-0 as well, and Aware didn't get a single kill.
Right.
So
Aware really slow in that S&D, which was surprising because when we were talking about it, we both kind of favored Aware a little bit in the Search and Destroy.
Yeah.
I thought Denial were going to win the hardpoint as you, but it kind of like, sort of, I don't know, everything was a little bit crazy.
Every single map was completely different. Like the CTF, we had Denial winning. We did not expect that to happen.
Let's talk about that CTF though, because that was something else. You analyzed the hell out of that match to a point. Talk to me about maybe the last 30 seconds of regulation time. Break it down. What happened?
Okay, well, pretty much what ended up happening was Denial was up 2 with like 30 seconds left. Flag was stalemated. They were on bad side. Accuracy ended up killing the flag carrier and getting the read with his entire team backstairs, which I don't know how he managed to do that. And then following that, Huke was ready for the relay. And the only people on relay were Happy and Huke.
Yeah.
And Huke ended up getting the flag to pool hopping, getting EMP'd and stunned at everything. And as they were trying to chase Huke from backstairs, Happy came up behind him, got a 3-piece, and they ended up capping with like 1 second left.
And then that takes to overtime, which is where it gets even more insane. Aware playing on the bad side of overtime, and they just kind of run down the middle of the map, get 4 down. And
that was it. Like, they were on bad side. That was like the perfect break off you could have on bad side, try to get a flag out. They capped in 30 seconds, and then we thought the game was pretty much locked up, like Aware had it. Denial almost had that. What pretty much ended up happening was they had a similar breakout, not as clean, but they were trading the kills they needed to, and they ended up getting the flag out pool. I'm pretty sure it was accuracy that was Bonamar that ended up getting a stun off.
Grenade.
Yeah, on replays, which cost them.
And what was really interesting is we both kind of talked about it afterwards. Replays had a couple of teammates running towards him. He was out of overclock. If his teammate maybe who did have overclock killed him, popped his overclock, maybe they could have got that flag. Ultimately, didn't affect the outcome of the game. Denial still end up winning the series, of course. And then they go over to the uplink game, game number 4.
Yeah.
That was crazy as well. Denial stepped up.
Yeah.
They stepped up massively, honestly. For me, it was really attached. Got some big kills controlling that school area.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that one?
Attach and Clayster definitely went off that map. Clayster ended, I believe, with 35 and 23.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and at one point, Replays had more uplinks than he did
Yeah, he
kills.
had twice as many uplinks. He had 6 uplinks, 3 kills going into the end of the first half. It was kind of interesting to see. That's for sure.
He stepped up on the second side too. He ended with like 18 kills, and he ended with 7 uplinks as well.
Did very well. And then the game 5, Search and Destroy. Denial stepping up to the plate. You had Aware.
Yeah.
I stuck with Denial just because it helps my bracket out a little bit, so I kind of want to see them do well. it was a weird one because we saw a couple of unconventional pushes on Riot. Do you agree with those plays?
Yeah, I liked how Aware was actually taking advantage of B. B is a very underrated bomb site on Riot.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you work it well, it can really go in your favor because it's really easy to stay alive once you plant the B bomb as long as you have at least some kind of man advantage or you have control of your own back garage. But pretty much they won 2 of their rounds planting B and 1 of the rounds planting A. They didn't win a single defense. Honestly,
I mean, it's a very offensively sided map in the first place.
For sure.
But I just like the fact they were mixing things up. And then, of course, you go into the second to last round and, well, Replay started doing some very, very horrible things.
Yeah.
2 turn-ons in a matter of like 10 seconds. He gets the 3-piece and a bomb down. That's what we talk about when we talk about replays. You yourself said, you know, one of the more underrated plays in the community. But when he turns up like that, he's so talented.
he's a game changer. He's really clutch. Like, he really knows how to read situations. He played that extraordinarily well. Really got his team the momentum at the end to really close that out. Also, big credit to JCap. He got a 1v3 to tie it 1-1, and then a 1v2 to go up 2-1. Those are 2 clutches that, like, beginning of the map, like, he doesn't really go, like, notice at the end, but that got them momentum to really carry on and win the map.
100% completely agree. That's a really, really good point as well. For now, guys, though, we're going to get a quick commercial break. When we return, we're going to have an interview with someone from Denial, and we're going to be closing out day number 2. Be right back.